As we continue our interview, here are some of the most important individuals that hold our Jackson family together.
Eric Jenkins, I've been teaching art at Miami Jackson for 34 years.
Barbara Harris, I've been teaching English and American World History for 36 years. Can we do that again?
Oh, that was fine. Keep
I
going.
guess we'll have to.
I'm sorry.
As we continue our search on finding our tradition, here are some of the most important individuals that hold our family together.
Eric Jenkins, I've been teaching art at Miami Jackson for 34 years.
Barbara Harris, I've been teaching English, World and American History for 36 years.
Jonathan Wagner. I've been teaching social studies Miami Jackson since 1970.
Elio Forte, teaching, oh my God. Okay, Elio Forte, teaching mathematics and business manager for 36 years.
Maurice Bryant, I've been teaching architecture and drafting for 40 years.
Thank you, guys. Mr. Jenkins, what brought you to the point where you became interested in your school, either as a teacher or a student?
Well, I graduated from Miami Jackson in 1969. Did my internship at Miami Lakes Senior High School. And those folks did not want me to leave that school, but I wanted to get back home to Miami Jackson to teach. I also coached football. I played football when I was here and coached football for 8 years. My second year at Jackson, I was 23 years old. They made me the head JV coach. And we were undefeated and you're really proud of that. Just wanted to get back home and teach.
Thank you, Mr. Jenkins. Ms. Harris, how is it different in the 2006 and 2007 year when you first made your entry into this huge family?
When I made my entry, I noticed from my observations that the population and the cultures were changing, and it made it very unique because our culture is made up of different backgrounds, and we had exchange of families and ideas, and I thought that this was very unique. That's basically one of the things that I observed.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. Mr. Van Wagner, what do you attribute Jackson's long-lasting tradition to?
I think part of it is at this table right here. I think when I first came to Miami Jackson, there were what I consider to be old-timers who were here, and they'd been here for 30 and 40 years, and I thought to myself, how could they stay in one place for so long? And yet, in the years that I've been here, you actually do create a family when you're here, and I think that's really what's kept me here. Some of these people at this table, and many other people that aren't here anymore, made this a really pleasant experience and a place that I really enjoyed working.
Thank you, Mr. Van Wagner. Mr. Forte, why did you choose Jackson as your home for your teaching career and remain here?
Well, first of all, it was the only job I ever had. I had an opportunity to come here in the middle of the school year, and I started teaching physics, anatomy, physiology, and the 3 general science classes. And I just happened to have fallen in love with the students in the school, and the love just grew and grew, and it's still growing. Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Forte. Mr. Bryant, being that you've been here the longest, how has the students transitioned from earlier years until now?
You know, instead of looking at the differences in the students, I tend to look at the similarities, or I tend to look at the things that they're similar in. I think all students want to be special. I think that all students want to be successful, and those are the focal points that I tune in on. I don't look at the differences. You know, the dress code's different, the hairstyles are different, the music is definitely different, but I don't harp on those. I look more at the things that make the students successful, and those have never changed. They're the same today as they were in 1969 or 1967, 68 when I started.
Thank you, Mr. Bryant. Thank you all for contributing to my documentary.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Great job. Point where you became interested in your school's history and tradition. All right, that's good. I'm ready.
Well, it's rolling, go. Okay.
Keandre, as a four-year Lady General, what brought you to the point where you became interested in your school's tradition and history?
Honestly, as a freshman, when I started at Miami Jackson, the school spirit was high, over the limit. After that year, the tradition started dropping. I noticed that the tradition started dropping as far as spirit, understanding exactly what coming to school, and loving your school meant. I wanted to make a difference in my school. I wanted the students to really understand what was the purpose. I wanted to provide facts, and I wanted to validate a video that will show the students, this is who we are, this is where we came from, and this is who we have to be.
Okay. What do you attribute that decline in school spirit to?
I'm class president. I make sure that if whatever my student body is interested in, I provide them with that source. I try my best to provide them with that source. I want them to understand that it's not all about coming to school to do your work. I want you to know that that is important, but you have to be into the school. You have to be more than just a student. You have to be everything around the school. You have to be history itself.
Okay. But now, you said when you came in your 9th grade year, right? The school morale and spirit amongst the kids was real high. And you noticed a decline.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out, why do you think there was a decline over the last couple of years? What do you think the cause was?
There was no understanding, the student body itself.
Okay.
I figured since there was no understanding, that I can make that change, I can bring it back. I can allow them to understand what's, the significance.
Okay.
I wanted to put something together that would touch an individual that doesn't know anything about the school but attends the school. I wanted the students that come in here to understand what's the importance of the school. I just want to feel it back.
Do you feel like FCAT had anything to do with it?
Honestly, I do.
Okay. Okay. All right. What are some of the methods that you are using to retrieve historical facts and research your mission?
Some of the methods that I'm using to retrieve this information, I've searched the net through the Miami Archive, the Miami Herald. I did an extensive search from yearbooks dating from 1941. I came across relevant pictures of 1941 to present. I've taken pictures myself of the school, of the students, so I've done my part.
Mr. Bryant, I know he was really helpful in that yearbook history.
Mr. Bryant, he sat me down and he showed me every single yearbook that he had in his class.
Yeah.
And from that point, I started gathering information, and I've handled it from there.
Now, what about alumni? Have you made any contact with alumni from Miami Jackson?
Yes, I have. Speaking of alumni, I know that you're an alumni,
Yes.
and Coach Harris, I came across Coach Harris.
Yeah.
I spoke with about 4 other alumni, and they gave me quite a bit of information that I didn't know that I added to my presentation. So yes, I came across the alumni. And it was amazing because I didn't know the same people who are walking around me every day graduating from the place where I'm graduating from.
Okay. Well, I'd like to congratulate you and wish you the best of luck on your Silver Knight quest.
Thank you a lot, Mr. Jenkins.
Oh.
Here we have one of our most significant alumni, Ms. Reddick. So Ms. Reddick, how have been a true Miami Jackson General affected in any way?
Well, being a true Miami Jackson General has affected me in many different areas. When I moved back to Miami, both my daughters came to Miami Jackson, of course, and both graduated. They were both generals. My youngest daughter was marching general, drum major. I was band parent president for like 4 or 5 years. I became PTSA president for like 16 and a half years. I am now working at Jackson, and I've been here for about 8 years, dealing with the students, but working as an alumni, I'm giving back to my school, and working with the young people, it keeps me young, helps me dealing with my community and giving back to the students here.
Ms. Reddick, thanks a lot, and we know that you are more into your school than anyone. Doing games, parades, assemblies, we usually catch you around with your green and gold attire on. How does it feel to show your school pride?
Oh, I want all the kids to understand, showing your school pride, showing that spirit, that's what it's all about. You have to let people know that you are a mighty, mighty general. We don't have that nowadays with the students. They don't know what it's like to deal with that general spirit. But you know, you carry it around in your heart. When you leave here, you come back, you're gonna always be a general.
Okay, Ms. Reddick, thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Okie dokie.